9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 is in the works, and it already looks like the show has begun recruiting some talented stars. Season 1 is an adaptation of the novel of the same name by Leanne Moriarty, whose other work, Big Little Lies, was also adapted by showrunner David E. Kelley and starred Nicole Kidman in the lead role. The plot for Season 1 followed a group of strangers, escaping their lives and attempting to find inner peace at Tranquil Liam House, an unorthodox wellness center overseen by an equally unorthodox founder Moshe, portrayed by Kidman. At the time, 9 Perfect Strangers proved to be a hit with viewers, with its premiere making history as one of Hulu's most-watched original series ever and its cast receiving much praise. Though Season 1 of 9 Perfect Strangers was a massive hit for the streamer, the fate of the show beyond its debut outing was never certain. Since it had all the trappings of a miniseries, 9 Perfect Strangers could have easily been over. However, Hulu has since announced that a sophomore season is on the way. 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 latest news. A release window and the season's location are revealed. An image of Nicole Kidman sitting behind a desk in 9 Perfect Strangers. With news slowly starting to trickle out concerning the sophomore outing, the latest update confirms the release window for 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2. Though there is still a somewhat wide release window, Hulu has announced that 9 Perfect Strangers will come back in spring 2025. That's somewhat soon, and a more concrete release date is expected to come any day now. Along with the release window, it has also been confirmed that Season 2 will leave the sunny climate of California and take Moshe's newest pupils to the Austrian Alps. 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 is confirmed. Moshe will return for a second season. Nicole Kidman as Moshe smiling in 9 Perfect Strangers. 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 is confirmed and began development 2 years after its Season 1 debut. The show will feature a new cast in a brand new destination and will follow a similar format as the previous season, where a group of people will gather at the retreat center and face their inner and outer demons. Clearly inspired by the massive success of The White Lotus, 9 Perfect Strangers has the potential to become an anthology of sorts with a new cast of characters each season. Though production details were kept somewhat scant in the intervening years, Hulu has now given 9 Perfect Strangers a release window. While the exact release date remains elusive for now, the anthology series is set to return in spring 2025. Season 2 will consist of 8 episodes, just like its predecessor. 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 cast. A mostly new cast for Season 2. Once again returning to lead the cast, Nicole Kidman will reprise her role as Moshe Dmitrichenko for 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2. Outside of Kidman, no other returning characters have been announced, though a host of newcomers have been added. Emmy winner Murray Bartlett, The White Lotus, will appear as Brian, an ex-children's show host who still carries around his puppet. Multi-award winner Christine Baranski, The Gilded Age, will also star in the upcoming season as Victoria. Annie Murphy, Black Mirror, is set to play the role of Imogen, while Mark Strong, The Catcher Was a Spy, will play David. Henry Golding, Crazy Rich Asians, will appear as Peter, while the role of Helena will be played by Lena Olin, Chocolate. Since a large portion of the cast has been announced thus far, it's assumed that Season 2 will follow a similar structure as Season 1 and explore the individual issues of each of Moshe's clients. 9 Perfect Strangers Season 2 will be set in the Austrian Alps, with Moshe hosting another batch of city dwellers escaping their realities in a 10-day cleansing and peaceful retreat. Along with plot twists, trauma, and nasty surprises, the characters can expect nothing but the worst to achieve what they've set out to do. It will also be interesting to see how the showrunners establish the return of Moshe, who was last seen being escorted by police officers off the premises in the season finale.